Greetings everyone, greetings and welcome back. Here we are again with one of these videos that I like to do on my channel. This one's going to be short and sweet. So the October playtest that we got, once again, the 18th to 19th playtest, it truly surprised me. It kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't really prepared for it and I didn't have a whole lot of time. So I hopped in, I was at Fallen Pass, and the beautiful thing about it was I logged in and it's like we never left. There was the world, there was everything. I actually logged out on the Fallen Pass ramp, and it's so funny to me, but literally the people that I played with last time, Nibis, Shade, amazing husband and wife team. Um, I got a chance to link up with my buddy Cazrax, my real life buddy, legendary shaman on the server that has the orb that you get from Skyseer Ilya. Famously fell asleep during like a crazy power session of just grinding all night. But I got a chance to link up with the exact same group that I had last time at the exact same camp. So it wasn't the most exciting thing in the world. I will say, for me, like my previous streams, I tend to, the reason I say that is, like, I think if I were to design a game and have a bunch of cool stuff in it, I would want players to like explore every nook and cranny and find good stuff. But I just like to get into it. I like to get into the camp. Boom, there's XP. Let's just do it until there isn't any XP anymore. So I hit 23 and I got like halfway through the level. Actually, it was a really nice power session, probably about 4 hours or so of just straight grinding, but it was fun. You know, to me, there's something very meditative about just kind of killing these skeletons over and over again, hanging out with your friends, talking. It was actually really fun to stream it as well. Like, a lot of amazing people came into the chat and just kind of hung out for a little bit, so that was really nice. And you know, we're just kind of putting wood in the fire. The pools are coming, the kills are happening, and it's so much fun, you know. And it's just, for me, there's something so cozy and meditative about this repetitive motion or kind of activity with friends. So I personally really enjoyed it a lot. Got a chance to catch up with my buddy Cazrax. Big shout out to Cazrax. I believe he's going to be shifting his focus primarily to Monsters and Memories as well. And so, but just a few key takeaways. I actually got feared. There was a mob casting fear, and in retrospect, you know, hindsight is 2020. But I got feared off the cliff in Fallen Pass. I fell down to where the Plagueborn enemies are. They conned red to me at, I mean, this was 22, I believe. And so I got a shortcoming for that because I just thought it was a fun moment. Fall damage is real, my friends. Fall damage is real. I barely survived the fall, and then I was immediately aggroed by a mob. And in retrospect, I could have hit my vial, my smoke vial, to like clear my aggro. I didn't think of it at the time. I just kind of froze up. And then the crazy thing is, remember how in EverQuest, it was coded in to where, like, I think if you drop below 20% HP or 10% HP, mobs will just like immediately aggro you. There's nothing a tank can do. They can't be taunted off. Like, they just come after you to kill you because they know you're almost dead. Well, that's what happened. So I painstakingly dragged my corpse. I stealthed it down there, got my corpse, came back around. I was excited, like, hey, here I am. And before the cleric could even react, before Nibis could react, I was already dead again. So I actually double died. And oh, I had to eat it. Obviously I got a 35% res because clerics, you know, they're god tier healers, only class in the game that can res. Shout out to clerics. I'm having second thoughts though, my friends. There's so many excellent clerics out there that I've played with. I was considering playing a cleric in early access, but man, I don't know what I will do. I might stick to rogue. We'll see. Just part of the Slayheim Chronicles, if you will. Just this constant existential crisis that I find myself in. But I had an absolutely incredible time. I had about 8,000 copper on me, plus I was massively encumbered. I ran back to town, banked, so that was really great. It was really nice just kind of coming home after a long haul. The city, what was once confusing and unfamiliar, to me, it now just kind of feels like coming home, you know? You're greeted with that beautiful somber music. You go to the tavern, it's playing that song. Shout out to Robert Engstrand. It was just every second of this world was amazing. You know, this was the game we kind of wanted, but we didn't know we wanted it. And, you know, I was kind of on the fence in the beginning, but now I'm like, man, I'm super into it. And then, so I spent the rest of the time just kind of hanging out on some streams. I saw some high level gameplay. There was someone in Primus's static that's now streaming. I believe Stink LOL is their username. They're playing like a high level druid, so that was really cool to see. Just a couple other streams of like people playing the game and just really enjoying it. Another thing too is I think I'm at that spot where it's kind of a very, very small percentage of the population where people are either like very far ahead, they're in their like 30s and 40s even, and then there's people who are like, they kind of got to like maybe like low or I'm sorry, high teens, maybe 20, and then they just kind of wanted to try other alts and like try about different bunch of characters. So like as a rogue at this level, I don't know, it's kind of hard to, you know, there's not a whole lot of us, so maybe that's why I found a group so fast. And then what else happened? I was watching Cazrax's stream. He was just kind of exploring. It's amazing how huge Fallen Pass is and how much more there is to like some of these other zones. Azari and Apzue, they were in some other zone too. So just really nice to see kind of like where all my friends were at and who's doing what. And so so that was really fun. Then I had a little bit of time on Sunday morning, so I actually made like a little wood elf like fighter, and I explored the city and the forest. Is it Evershade Wheel, the Phalandraw area? So then, you know, I just kind of explored the city, just kind of got myself familiar, and I went to the Fighters Guild. I got the note, and oh man, so I forgot the mud commands actually existed. So I was doing the fighter quest. I hand in the note. The guy, he wants me to take a sword off the rack. Like, he just wants me to choose a weapon and then take it and like sharpen it with like a stone, I guess. Like, because, you know, they try to introduce you to trade skills early on and stuff that makes sense. You know, it makes sense that a fighter would be like a blacksmith and maybe like an armor smith, you know, like a weapons person. I'm not a big trade skills person. I want to get into it. Forget the note. I want to go out there. I want to start killing stuff. That's just my style. But you can't really do, if you do that in this game, you're kind of doing yourself a disservice because you get like a nice little item and, you know. So anyway, I try to do that, and like the mud commands are just so incredibly infuriating to me. I couldn't get it, but then I'm proud of myself because I took the time to just kind of stay with it and figure it out. And, you know, but at first it's like, okay, look at the rack, inspect the rack, pull it, take it, open it, grab it. I want it. My sword is right there. Please give it to me. Ugh. Now, here's the thing. Now, if it was me, I'm happy if that's in there. That's fine. But you know, like on the little elevators, you can just click the little lift. And that's another thing that took me a while to figure out too is, you know, I'm waiting for the lift. I'm waiting for the lift. Oh man, I gotta click this. So it would be cool if there's like little things in the environment that you can interact with that way, because you're forced to just observe your surroundings and observe your environment. But just trying to figure out those mud commands can be so infuriating when the thing you want is right there in front of you, you know? But maybe I just suck. I don't know. Either way, so I had a wonderful time and I really enjoyed it. I'm just like really into my rogue. It's great. I'm like super into it. It's awesome. The world is amazing. The weather effects are amazing. Another thing I found out too is if it rains, you actually don't get your rested bonus goes down. And what happened was we were in a perpetual rainstorm, so it got to the point where we actually weren't able to get the rested benefit from having a fire near us, because it wasn't sheltered, you know what I mean? So that was really cool to like visually see my timer and where I was at and how that works, because that was something that was new to me. But yeah, so that was my experience with this playtest. Unfortunately, it seems like I missed the dragon that spawned. There was a whole dragon, you know, but I wasn't part of that. So maybe next time, we'll see. But either way, I had a great time. Take care. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone, and feel free to check out this amazing game. Have a wonderful day.